All right, Alicia, what do we got?
All right. So our story today is just give you the title. It states, "Wife defends husband allegedly seen in video pointing gun at fellow driver."
Wow, a wife defends her husband allegedly seen. So allegedly, a wife defends husband allegedly seen in video pointing gun at fellow driver.
Correct.
Who's pointing the gun? Well, I guess that's
So
what you're going to tell us. Go
yeah.
for it.
So really, let's break it down. And really, just true to this is a recent story. It comes out of Virginia, and basically we have three vehicles happen on the road. This is a bit of a road rage. Three vehicles, and according to the article, it just sounds like they might have been kind of leapfrogging or just kind of one cutting off the other.
Yeah.
There were three involved. However, there's really only two that are really discussed, but there's a mention of a third. So we have, let's just say car one, car two, and car three to keep it simple.
Gotcha.
So we have car one has a boyfriend and a girlfriend in it. Car two also has a boyfriend and a girlfriend in it. Car one has a boyfriend with a firearm. Car two has a girlfriend with a phone, a cell phone to record. So as part of this road rage, these cars kind of one trying to work around the other, one just gets really angry and annoyed with the other and decides to video the license plate of the other. So breaks out the phone, has the phone up, and is recording, they in the article, they stated they were trying to get the license plate of the other car in case there was an issue. They wanted to have the documentation of who this vehicle was.
Nothing illegal about that.
Right. So as part of that, this other vehicle felt that they were wronged or in harm in some way or fashion, and decided to let me back up. Car that was videotaping the plate of the other gets that plate on video and then takes off, goes fast, tries to get away. This other vehicle that had been recorded wasn't happy about something, felt like there was a risk. They sped up, got caught up to the other vehicle, and pulled out a firearm.
Great.
So in the article, it states that they did catch up to get back up to this other vehicle. The woman that had been recording the plate still had her phone out. She recorded this other vehicle with the boyfriend who has his firearm out and presented and points it at them.
Not good.
Not good.
So what happened? What are the results here?
So on this article, we actually don't have a full outcome just yet. It sounds like it's a pretty recent thing. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this one. But I thought that this was a really good discussion that should be had. So this is Virginia. Self-defense laws in Virginia, not too different than California.
Yeah.
Right? We have a lot of similarities and parallels. I mean, a couple things. Let's talk about what went well. Okay. Well, the fact that we have a firearm owner who happened to have been carrying their firearm that day, I think is a positive. Right. Do I agree with what they did with it? Absolutely not. So as far as this article goes, there's a mention of a video. We don't get to see the video. I was really hoping, searching, trying to find the video. There's no video that's been released yet. So kudos to them for carrying the firearm. However, I don't feel that they were a wise firearm carrier. So I would say that's a definite negative, right? Not being a good, sober, of mind. So the idea and the concept, or what I'd like to discuss, and I'd love to let this be an open discussion with everybody, is the idea of this when, in a circumstance like this, they stated that the vehicle that they drew upon, they felt was putting their life at risk by the way they were driving. So their statement was that our lives were at risk because of the way that they were driving.
Tough case to make.
But here's the thing. That car left.
Right.
Yeah.
You chose to pursue and to catch back up with it.
That's right.
You reintroduced yourself into it.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of, yes, can a vehicle be a weapon?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? But you remove yourself if you can, or the threat removes itself, and you've got a separation there. So there's this delineation, right?
Yeah. If you're afraid of somebody, you're not pursuing them.
You should not be.
If you're afraid they're going to take your life, then don't go running after them.
Correct. Correct. And so there was, I think far too many of people that because these discussions happen in a CCW course, right? We talk about scenarios, we talk about real life self-defense, we talk about when we should, when we shouldn't, when we can and when we can't, right? And I think far too many people, which is why I think this is an important or a good thing to discuss, is I think far too many people think, well, it's my right to feel safe. Yeah. Absolutely. I will never tell you you can't, right? But you got to think, first of all, you have to be wise in your self-defense.
Very.
Right? If you have an opportunity to de-escalate, escape, and avoid, take it, right? And if you can't, and your threat is to the level of death, right, or great bodily harm, that's what that firearm is for. Right. And so I think this is an opportunity to really kind of have that discussion, to kind of let that be in the forefront of your mind of what's the standard, right? When can we pull it? When can we not? When should we use it? When shouldn't we? Right.
And I think one thing that concerns me is I talk to folks a lot and they kind of want to know, like, all right, well, what steps have to have been taken by the other person so that that ensure I can pull my firearm. You can't look at it that way. You gotta, do you feel your life was in danger? And, do you reasonably feel, is it actually inside your soul, oh my God, I'm going to die, rather than look at it as like this opportunity, like, okay, they did this, not yet. They did that, not yet. Okay, did this, now I can pull my gun. Mm-hmm. No, you're supposed to be defending your life, not looking for an opportunity.
Right. Yeah. If your thought is, what about now? Can I now? Wrong mindset. It really, I would really like to really put out there. It really needs to be, man, do I absolutely have to? Like, spin that around.
So I'm just wondering, was he charged with brandishing his
There's
firearm?
no mention of me.
Okay.
I take that back. Yes, there is a mention of charges. Let me keep talking for a second. Let me pull that article back up.
So I was lucky enough to attend Guardian training in Arizona with Josh. I don't know if you've ever seen that. A lot of the gunfighter guys wear the Guardian hat.
Yeah. Yes.
So they have that. I think they went to Gun Prom with it too. It's a situational interactive video system where you basically, oh man, is it good. So they present you with these tons of years in law enforcement, tons of years teaching CCW. But what's great is he'll put this like pulse meter on you before you have to engage with the video. And then when it's over, they take that off, they read you what your BPM is, and then they start immediately interviewing you of what just occurred.
Wow.
And then they'll use those words against you as if you were in court. And so it's great training and you're in front of all your peers while you do it. So
what's the point of the BPM? Is it like, hey, you say you were afraid, but your heartbeat didn't even...
Oh, they can use that against you too. All of it can be used against you. But the whole point is to see, like, are you handling stress well, right? Are you calm under pressure as this occurs? And it just kind of gives you feedback. You can do with it as you may. Right. But Josh has actually been in, defense shooting court cases, and so he kind of relays that into that same information, how it can be used against you as well.
Interesting.
All right, so here's our outcome. We don't have the video, which is that's the pending part. I'm still going to be searching for that. I'm going to see if I can find that. What we do have, it states, however, is that Virginia State Police say the man in the video is 58-year-old Eugene Trujillo. He was arrested and charged with brandishing a firearm, reckless driving, although he wasn't the one driving, according to the article, assault and reckless driving of a vehicle and use of a firearm.
Interesting.
So
a lot went wrong and only a few things
right.
went right. Definitely, there are much better examples of a defensive gun use out there.
Right.
Let this be a learning experience for the 22,000 or so
CCW
holders in San Diego.
Don't drink, don't drive.
Definitely don't drink or
Be
drive.
appropriate with your pull and draw firearm.
And don't road rage. I got to tell you, that's one of the things I like most about the fact that I drive a 24-year-old Jeep Wrangler. Hard to get mad in it. You know what I mean? Like you can barely go the speed limit, so it's not like you just kind of like you have to resign to relax it. You have to just go, hey man, I'll get there when I get there. And it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be a comfortable ride. So just, turn on some music and, just relax. Road rage, though, it's a real thing. But, oh, man.
It is.
Have you ever been involved in a DGU, a defensive gun use of any kind?
Not in civilian life. So,
thankfully.
Yeah, just lots of training. And I would be one of those that would not even brandish or show. If I can get away, I can get away. Yeah. That's it. There's very few things that I would defend. I have to pay for it in one way or another. Right. So.
All right. Well, that's your current call. Anything else? Any other messages or lessons or anything you want people to know?
If you are rolling around out there with this mindset of, well, it's my right and my right to carry and it's my right to pull it if I need it, without giving any thought to the reality of the legal end of I'm not saying you can't defend yourself, but we got to understand the concept of proportionality. And you know what? Meet with an instructor. If you don't get that, if you're rolling around with the idea of I get to do what I want, work with somebody because I don't want you in legal trouble.
Yeah, because that's the point. It's defense, not revenge.
Right.
Hey, it's Michael Schwartz from Gun Owners Radio. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Watch us every Sunday from 5 to 7. Go to gunownersradio.com for more information. Check us out on any podcast provider.